How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty ice boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.
I've been doing all of this talking. My husband is right here. My daughter is calling me. I'm wondering why people calling me. I done did a whole bunch of talking, but at least you got to see the designs. You got to see the designs. Pray for me, y'all. It's been a long day. I'm gonna tell you this because we started this at 6:30. We have been online live since 6:30. Oh, you didn't know? That's because you ain't a member, boo boo. You got to be a member of the channel. If you was a member of the channel, you would have known. We've been live all this long time. So I've been doing a whole lot of talking already tonight. So forgive me for being muted. I apologize. Sorry. It's been a long night. But you did get to see the designs. Rhinestone Mechanic. has lost his whole mind and made a whole bunch of designs for us. So we got this one I just showed you. I'm gonna show you again because it's got my name all over it. I'm gonna show it again. I got to because it's just super cute. Look at how cute that is. Look at how cute that is. And the different color combinations that you can do with that design is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I can't wait to do it. So that's on our page. This design was made for us. Okay. Made for us. Several designs. Now, the mystery box has 3 designs in it. And the theme of it is summer love. All of the designs are based around this right here, LOVE, which we do for y'all. Okay. We love y'all. And he loves us too. So this is one of the designs. And then the other design that I showed you with the grandma, I was verbally saying, and y'all couldn't hear me, that I'm a Grammy. I'm not a grandma, but I'm not about to nitpick because the shirt ain't for me. It's for the babies. It's to show love for the babies. And even if you don't have the babies to show love to, you got fur babies to show the love to. And even if you don't have the fur babies to show the love to, nor the babies to show the love to, it's still a cute shirt. Okay? It really is. And you can make the money off of the shirt. Okay? So, yeah, this is partially what we have. Then, in addition to that, we have guests that are going to be on the show with us tonight. Super excited about that. So, hold on to your seats, hold on to your horses. And since I've already wasted a lot of time talking and y'all couldn't hear me, let me bring 2 guests that are still here on with us that was on with us live before. Okay. So, our first guest is super cool. She's been around. Y'all have seen her in the chat. She's got an Etsy store. She also had with the, in her Etsy store, she says she sells shirts and all kinds of stuff. And then she also has a YouTube channel and she's trying to get her YouTube numbers up. Okay. So the subscribe information is in the description. I'm also going to throw it in the chat if somebody don't beat me to it. This is DIY with T. Give it up for my girl DIY with T. If I had the applause sound effect, I totally would play it right now, but I don't. So,
Hey
yeah.
y'all.
Welcome, honey bunny. Thank you for joining us. You
Anytime.
blinging with us today?
I am. I'm
Did you
finna.
get all them dots picked out of that flock yet?
Whew, I got about 30 more.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, 30 more ain't too bad.
Not
So
too
we're
bad.
looking forward to blinging with DIY with T. Thank you for hanging out. Is there anything you want to tell the folks? We do have your links in the description though. So if y'all want to follow her, please go subscribe to my girl. Please, please. Come on,
We,
fam. Subscribe.
we do have a few giveaways coming up. The first one being when I reach 150 subscribers. Pitney Bowes has sent us a Pitney Ship Cube. So if you own a business or you just mail a lot of stuff, that's it. So that would be the first one. And then we'll have a couple of other major giveaways, heat press and some things like that. So
Looking
definitely go
forward to
and
it.
subscribe to the channel.
Please do. Definitely go subscribe. Like I said, the link is in the description below. If I don't get to throw, matter of fact, let me just throw it up there. I mean, I know it where here it is. It's right here. It's in my notes. So I'm going to go ahead and put her link once I scroll up to it and put it in the chat. Bloop, right, y'all. Let's copy and let's paste. Okay, here's her channel. So for those of you asking, the link is right there in the chat. It's also in the description. Y'all, I actually took the time to put the right information in the description. It's there as well. So definitely go check that out. Now, our next guest that's going to join us is also not a stranger to this channel. She does have rhinestone designs as well in her Etsy shop. And she's also starting her YouTube journey. So I'm going to link her in the description. It's already there. I'm going to link her in the chat as well. But her channel, I think, will be up and running and you can subscribe to it by tomorrow. So if you're watching the replay or even if you're watching now, go back tomorrow and check out her link and please subscribe to her channel as well. Okay. So our next awesomest guest ever is Miss Laura Trevino. Hey, honey bunny. Again, I don't have applause, but
Hey
hi, Laura. Well,
everybody. Hi.
how are you doing this evening?
Happy to be back.
Sweet. What are you gonna bling this evening? You got any ideas, or you gonna do the same thing?
Great.
You gonna do the same thing? Cause she did a shirt tonight, you guys. She did one for her sister.
I'm working
So
on a bling design and trying to cut some. Yeah,
okay, excuse
yeah.
me.
I'm
Let's work on
actually
a bling
I'm
design.
working on a collar here and little tank top
Okay,
looking thing.
okay. I'm here for it. I just dropped the link to her channel in the chat. And like I said, go
Thank you.
ahead and hit that link to her channel. If it doesn't work tonight, check it tomorrow. Because like I said, she's got a new channel that she's trying to get up off the ground. But meanwhile, I'm also going to grab her Etsy page, which for whatever reason it did not go. Well, maybe it is in the description. I got to make sure it's in the description. But here is her Etsy link as well. Okay. So yeah, both of these ladies are talented. Both of these ladies are totally awesome sauce. But we have another guest. Another guest. Y'all probably don't even know who this guest is. How many can get I want you to drop in the chat who you think the next guest is. I want to see if y'all are right. How well do y'all know the baby's booty? Do you know me that well to know who I would have on the show next? Should I even open myself up to that trap? I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna open myself up to that trap. We just gonna bring her on the infamous Make It with
Hey, how are you? I was wondering, is it me? I'm not sure who she's talking about.
Marilyn. Whatever, man. We already know how awesome you are. Welcome. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us. You guys know Marilyn. If you don't, you need to go subscribe to her channel too. Don't trip. She also has rhinestone designs and in her Etsy shop, and she has a YouTube page. And all of that is or will be in the description if it's not. So definitely looking forward to blinging with you. You did some cute shirts tonight too. So what are you gonna in the bling along? So what are you gonna bling now? You think?
So I think I might bling the back of the popsicle shirt that I did with big
Okay.
pop. Or I might do a you do you boo.
Ooh, you do you, boo. I love it. So, like I said, I have uh, Marilyn's design. She has two versions of it that's in her shop. And I'll show the shirt to that later. But she has a design. Well, let me show it now. So we
It
did this
will be
shirt.
in the shop.
Oh, it ain't yet.
I
Okay, well
was
I ain't gonna
working
show it
on
yet.
that right before I ran upstairs because I heard you introducing the other two ladies. I was like, I got to get up there. So I'll work on that as we
Okay.
continue on.
Okay, I'll let you do that now. So I'm not going to show her design just yet until she is getting ready to have it on her website, and then I can show it because I hate teasing y'all, and it ain't there for you to go get it. I totally understand. So we'll show that, but I have to cut out both. She has two different sizes, even though I think only one size is going in her shop. But I need to cut it out again in those sizes because I have to make those shirts for my daughters tonight. So we're going to do that tonight. And I'm also going to cut out two of the designs that are offered tonight by the Rhinestone Mechanic. And we'll bling those so that we can discuss layering. So you ladies, I'm going to let you go ahead and work. And I'm going to run my mouth for a few minutes if you don't mind, please. So the question that I got in an email, and normally I would say hey to everyone, but of course, because we're working on some designs and stuff tonight, I don't want to take up too much time. But I definitely want to answer a question that was posed to me in the group. And one of the questions was I have a design and it has two different size rhinestone sizes in it. So I've mentioned to you in the past that there's been a couple of times the Rhinestone Mechanic has lots of designs on his website, right? And some of his designs have two different size rhinestones in it. Well, the reason behind that is because sometimes when you're doing a detailed design, it just looks better when you can fill in little areas of space in and around like an SS10 size rhinestone. Or if there's wording on the design to keep it from being too big in the design, they may use a smaller stone for the wording portion of it, but the rest of the design may be a regular size, right? So that is a valid question. Which one do you actually use for your design? Do you use SS6 first and then SS10? Do you press them both at the same time? What do you do? Well, the answer to that question actually is a scientific one. Okay. So when you are pressing your rhinestones, you have to think about what that heat press will touch first. Okay. So if you have a, a taller rhinestone and a shorter rhinestone, and you press with that heat press, it's going to hit this top rhinestone first. And even with the little bit of pressure and give that the sponge underlayer has on your heat press, it's going to squish it down some. But in most instances, it's not going to squish it down enough to give adequate pressure to those shorter stones, the SS6 stones. So because of that, you definitely want to pressure SS6 stones first so that they get the most pressure. Now, the problem with that is if the majority of the design is the bigger size stone and there's just little details in the smaller size stone, that could pose a problem, right? Because you don't know where to put the smaller size stones first. Well, that's going to take a little bit of expertise to try and get that laid out so that your entire design is mapped out, and then you can kind of see where you need to put those smaller stones and press them, or as someone pointed out in our live earlier just before this show, press them on the front with both side stones on there, and then turn it over and press again from the back side so that the glue on the shorter stones can get some heat and some love. That still may not completely solve the pressure problem, but it'll give it a little bit more help. Okay. So just keep that in mind when you're doing two different size stones. It's a challenge, so to speak, sometimes when those smaller stones, you don't have a whole lot of them and you need to line them up just so. So just keep that in mind. But if we can do like a piece of butcher paper or wax paper or something to line them up, I've seen that done with multi-layer designs from other designers where they'll put the main design but then do the wax paper to make sure everything's lined up properly. You may want to try that option as well, and that may help and keep the top from sticking to the bottom, and then you can go ahead and press the SS6 and then come back with the SS10. That's also a viable option. So definitely check that out. And as Sheila Cushionberry brings out metalites, you want to press those first too, because the metalites are a shorter stone as well. And that's what we used in this shirt that I did tonight, that I will eventually show you guys from Marilyn's design. We did do metalites. Now with that shirt, I pressed both side stones at the same time. I took a chance. I did take a chance. After pre-pressing the shirt, I did all of the stones at the same time, but then I did turn it over and press it from the back. So hopefully that'll help make sure that those stones stay on there nice and snug. But it can affect it, because part of getting those rhinestones to apply to a shirt is not just the heat, it also involves the pressure. The pressure is really important. And somebody pointed out, I can't remember which one of y'all did, that there's a heat press that's out there that's floating around, that some people get, and it just doesn't give adequate pressure for the rhinestones. I can't remember what press it is, and I don't want to necessarily drop names, but if you know what heat press I'm talking about, because I really don't know which one it was. There's so many heat presses out there now, y'all. I'm just like, what? Are you kidding? If you know what heat press it is, drop it in the chat for me, please. And let folks know which one it is. But pressure is super important in getting those stones to stay adhered, because you can have all the heat in the world, but if you don't have the pressure to get that glue nice and seated on that fabric, then those stones can come off. The design will fail on the shirt. So we want to welcome all you guys in here with us, and let's turn it back over to our guest. Now, Marilyn is working on something right now, so I'm gonna skip her for the time being. But DIY with T, what expertise are you bringing to the table, honey? Because we all crafters and we all have our areas of fantastic expertise. What are your areas of crafting? What do you like to do? What is your favorite bling colors? Do you even like the bling? Come on, let us know about yourself.
I like to bling. I have put sublimation and everything else on hold, so to speak, just for a little bit. Because bling seems to grab all my attention, and I just love all the colors. I ain't got no special one. I love all the colors.
I do too. I can't blame you. And what other crafts do you do in addition to your bling?
Sublimation. I mess with a little bit of SVG designing. I do tumblers. I have embroidery machine, X
Okay.
tool.
Oh,
So
not
we
the
are.
X tool.
Yeah, remember I tell you I bought the other one, but I'm gonna send that one back to get the new one.
So the new one you're talking about, the CO2 one?
CO2 one. Yep.
Yeah.
I saw that and feelings was crushed. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that too, and I ain't even got the guts up to talk to Mr. McQuackins about that one because I kind of got a feeling on what he gonna say, but you know what I'm saying? A heifer can try. All right,
There
you
you
know what I'm
go.
saying?
Yes,
I don't
Dimps.
have time for what I got, so
Right. Yes, Dimps, you correct. It is the PYD heat press too, but my HTV runt, it doesn't get much pressure either. I think I need to do what Maryland did, revamp the pads on it to see if they
uh-oh.
help me get some pressure there.
See, and that's what I appreciate about our community. When you have folks with expertise that can chip in and say, been there, done that, and help us get a good feel for what we need to do, that's totally awesome. And I appreciate that. That's what's up. Because I don't
Right.
know. I only have the one. I had my heat press from Amazon for the longest. And
Right.
then after that one died, I switched to Tilly, and that's all I have other than the Cricut handheld press. And you don't get good pressure with that one because a lot of my designs failed using that one. So I
Mm.
don't know about the other. So thank you for letting us know about that for sure. And Miss
Mhm.
Laura, for you, what crafting and craftiness do you bring to with experience to our table today?
Let's see. I'm let's see, jack of all trades, but a master of none. I do lots of everything. Started out with the t-shirts. I started with the vinyl, and then now I do DTF. I have sublimation. Um,
Okay.
let's see. I've had my heat press for about 5 years, so it's a clam that I got from Heat Transfer Warehouse a long time ago.
Okay. Okay.
I just got the Graph Tech for Christmas,
Okay.
and it's doing really well. Um, everything I do everything. I can do the glitter cups. I did sublimation cup the other night. Um, I started embroidering because I was watching
Okay.
y'all, and so I had to get into that too. So I'm
Okay.
hoping to get a better machine. Right now I have just a single needle,
Okay.
but it's good. It works. Um, let's see. I do 3D
Oh
printing.
yeah,
I
you did
do
say that.
paint pouring.
Okay.
Um, I do. Let's see. I used to do photography, so I got my hand in
Okay.
everything.
Nice. That's what's up.
Thank you.
That's what's up. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. Do
Yes, I
you
love it.
have a favorite rhinestone color at all, or
Oh,
are
right
you
now,
just equal opportunity?
right now it's candy apple red and SS10s. SS10 size and candy apple red's my favorite right
Woo!
now.
Don't let
But I
Patrice
did
hear
like
you
that
say that.
neon pink AB.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
real
that
pretty.
neon pink AB is kind of fire out there.
Yeah. So
DIYT, what's your are you a SS10 or SS6 chick?
Oh Lord, please give me SS10 any day. Don't tell Patrice on me though. Don't tell Patrice on me.
I know, right? And Marilyn, what are you SS10? I think you are, but
Yes,
I want to double
yes,
check. Yeah,
yes, yes,
yeah.
yes. And I like all the colors, but I love the AB coated colors. I love the metal lights. I love um, the neon ABs. I love them all. I love the metal stones. I didn't think I would, but I love the Labrador. I love the RM Dorado.
Yeah.
They're all gorgeous.
Especially that Labrador and Arum together. I was telling the ladies earlier, like you can't go wrong with them two together. It's just
Mm-hmm.
they're so pretty.
yes.
When you use them together, it just doesn't make sense. And Patrice had her shirt on earlier with both of the colors in it. And it's just like she was blinding us, y'all. It wasn't
It
even
was.
right. I'm sitting here
She
like, why are you
was.
blinding us like that?
She
That's just
was.
not even cool. So, but yeah, we're just gonna have a little bit of a blingy good time tonight. No pressure, no stress.
Patrice
So,
says she needs to come on. I told her she does.
huh? She said she need to do what?
She said she
Oh,
need to
come on.
come on. I told her she does.
Oh, girl, you can come on. I think I sent you the link. I'm pretty sure I sent you the link. If you want to come on, you come on, baby cakes. Because it's been a long day for a lot of us, and I want to make sure you're good with coming on. I tried to get Dimps on too, y'all, but Dimps, they won't let my people go. So,
Oh
oh,
man.
that's why she told me she need to come on because she team SS6. Boy, I tell you,
Oh, yeah.
traitor. Knowing full well we knew what she was the whole time. We can't even be mad.
Right.
So yeah, we got quite a few designs we're gonna work with tonight, my friends. And definitely let us know what you're working on tonight as we get things together. I again am going to just cut out right now I'm going to go ahead and cut out Marilyn's design, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut out 2 of the Rhinestone Mechanics designs, and I'm excited to get those up and going. So yeah, hang on to your seats tonight because we got a lot of really cool designs. And if you haven't been on to the Rhinestone Mechanics link yet, please do so because they're super cute. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
he really went all out for us this week with love designs, and so I definitely want you guys to see that. And like I said, there's a bonus. Um, he also gives a mystery bonus design for sale for $2, and it's 3 designs in there. So I mean, in my opinion, you getting over because I think that's how much it is. Usually it's $2. I don't know. Let me not say how much it is because I ain't even look at the price yet. So let me know what it is and let me know if you love the designs in there by giving him a shout out in the chat. Otherwise, how are you guys doing this evening? I am leaving everything open. If you want to talk about something or you want to mention something, please do. If you have questions for our guests, please ask your questions, okay? Because they are volunteering to let you know, and they have expertise as well. So I'm not an expert up here like that, but I do know some stuff, and they know stuff too. So holler if you got any questions. Sylvia says she's making the sewing machine from the Rhinestone Mechanic. That was last
That
week's.
is
Yeah,
super cute.
Marilyn said that too last time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Patrice at Craftable Things. I kept checking for the Bling Fest but never found it. Oh no, wait a minute. Who's that sharing? No, we were there. The link was in my if you're talking about today, the link was in my uh community tab and in Patrice's community tab. You definitely, if you're members and we have a members event and we mention a members event, definitely go to YouTube and check the members tab because that members tab is where you're going to find everything. It's right here, Chris Smith. You're going to get me in trouble with Mr. McQuacken. She gonna get me in trouble, y'all. Oh, today, yeah, the link was in both of our membership sections here on YouTube.
Okay, Eve, I got it. I got it in the store.
Okay, sweet. Okay,
The
we'll show the
SS10
shirt.
version.
Okay, that works. At least because I think my version is a combination, but it looks super similar. So I saw something. Where is it at? Oh, Shar had a question for DIY with T. When she comes back, we'll definitely ask her because I think she stepped away. Yeah, she stepped away for a minute. So we'll get back to her question. And then I saw something by somebody else. Give me a sec. I gotta make sure Graffy is doing his thing because I looked away and I need to make sure. There we go.
There she is.
Yay! Graffy been doing his thing. Okay, cool. DIY with a T, they asked what kind of stickers do you make? Because they make stickers too.
So I have some holograph. Let me see. Oh, who's gonna be in the other room? But I make like holographic stickers stickers. I got some Super Mario stickers that I am working on now.
Okay.
Um, just to stick to my computer and things like that. Also mess with decals a little bit. I made one that I put on the back of my van that says "Stay off my tail." It's a cat that says "Stay off."
That's cute.
So yeah,
Do you do rhinestone stickers as well, or just the?
I got one sitting over on my Cricut that I need to finish blinging it out to see how it's gonna actually turn out, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
post that in my Etsy shop.
Okay. Cool. And then let me scroll up because the Mister is marking questions for me. Emma King, yes, Marilyn did put the E for extra design on Etsy. And then I have SJ3. How can I eliminate creases? I have an easy press. So when you're talking about creases, are you meaning on the shirts and such? Because let me grab this shirt first, actually, because I can kill two birds with one stone. So when you're dealing with an easy press or any heat press for that matter, I'm gonna give my 2 cents, and if you guys DIY with T, Laura, or Marilyn want to chip in, go ahead because I'm not the only one who presses shirts in here. But for me, I am one of the things I don't like is when I crease the collar of a shirt. That annoys the snot out of me. So I
Oh
make sure when
yeah.
I put it on my heat press that that collar is hanging off the edge so that I don't crease that. But aside from that, a lot of times, like you can see the press line right here. A lot of times when you get that crease line, that's just a part of pressing a shirt. It could mean too much pressure, or it could mean the heat is too high. But at the end of the day, usually by the time the customer gets the shirt and it's worn, you could probably do one of my favorite things I like to do with what is it called? I can't think of the name. It just went away from me. Hoop burn. Hoop burn. So there's a thing called hoop burn when you put a embroidery hoop and you hoop a shirt, you'll get crease lines from the hoop of the embroidery machine. So I usually take a little solution of water and just spritz where that burn line is, and I just spritz lightly and then just rub. And what that generally does is it disturbs the fibers enough once you rub it and it's been wet to help take away that press line. Sometimes it works better than other times, but that's generally what I do if that's the crease that you're talking about. But aside from that, just make sure that your shirt is nice and straight and flat before you start pressing, and you should be good to go. If anybody else has any um suggestions, please chip in. Like, what is your experience, T?
I really don't. Um, I learned one lesson from creasing a shirt, and I now either turn it to the side or let it, like you said, let it hang over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I don't know. Maybe it's not enough pressure. Maybe it's too much pressure. You just kind of got
Yeah.
to play around with your press itself.
I have a question. The person that asked that, did they say to use a Cricut Easy Press?
Yes, easy press.
So I don't like the matte, the Cricut Easy Press matte, because it has so much give to it. I would probably get a replacement, like a thick, dense one, like you put on a heat press. I just don't like the soft mattes.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That's, to me, that's what the issue with the HTV Ron Auto Press was. And then when I put the firmer matte on it, it's so much better.
Okay. And
You know,
Laura, do you? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, T.
oh, I was just going to say because the one that comes on there is so flimsy.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, do you have issues with creases? Oh, wait a minute, babe. You muted. Let's see. Laura. You're muted. Let me get you to unmute. There you go.
I got it. Sorry.
There you go. No
Sorry, I
worries.
was over there pulling things off, so I didn't want you to hear me. I don't have a lot of trouble with creases. If I do, it's because I use the polyester like a sport shirt, and sometimes you have to turn the heat down a little bit. So I'll try to do that, but I don't have too many problems with creases.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And then Lillian pointed out something. Yeah, we noticing that flock dilemma is a trip, and how they running out of flock again.
Yeah.
That does suck because we go through some flock, especially with all these gorgeous designs that these folks is coming out with. I can't keep up, so it's like going through. Let's see, because 1 yard is 36 inches. It doesn't take much to eat that up with our designs. I swear it doesn't. So definitely check out, if you can't find it at Heat Transfer Warehouse, you can check out Be Createful. And that's B as in boy, E as in extra, Be Createful. She carries flock usually. And then the Rhinestone World carries flock usually. And it's one other company I know that carries flock, but it's not coming to me at the moment. If you can think of other places to get flock, you guys, please drop them in the chat for our blingy friends so that the blinging can continue.
Yes.
Gail says, I have a question about the file for tonight. There are 2, but they are the same. Are they supposed to be different? Is that Marilyn that you're asking about, Gail? Oh, wait a minute. Or are you talking about Patrice? Because Patrice's, I think, was 2 files. I don't know. Let me know whose file you talking about, Gail, because I'm not sure. And Miss Bickham says she was wondering how people have been using the metal lights and how well does the SS6 base color show up. Now, that is definitely a Patrice question with that SS6. But in my personal experience with the SS6, it shows up just as pretty, if not prettier, than the SS10. But I'm going to let Patrice, if she's able to and not too busy, if she'll type an answer. And have any one of you guys used the SS6 yet?
I have not.
Yeah, we're the SS10 crew, so I'm just saying.
Yes, you got to get that info from Patrice.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, for sure. And then Bridget Porter says, need some help with this Sublimation ET8550 printer. I cannot get the red and orange to print bright. It prints a muddy color. Clean the nozzle heads. Please help. Ooh, I got an idea what the issue is. Do you guys know what may be causing that problem for her? What do you think, Marilyn? I see you thinking them wheels turning over there.
Well, it's not coming out bright. It's coming out muddy. The magenta, maybe the magenta is a little bit blocked.
It could be blocked. It also, if you've been doing a lot of print head, nozzle head cleaning, sometimes it can leak from one color, like a blue or something. The cyan can leak over because you might have overdone it, so to speak. I had that issue with one of my printers where the inks were crossing and it was causing a whole headache. And I don't want to give you that because, to be quite frank, that's a worst case scenario, honestly. Because if you're having that issue, then that means you'll need a whole new print head. But you can clean the print heads too much. So what I would suggest to help see if you can't get that to purge itself and get it to work itself out is try and print like a full page of colors, like do a full page of, and it's going to waste some ink, I'm sorry, but that's about the only way to do it. A full page of cyan, true magenta, true yellow, and don't worry about the black because 9 times out of 10 the black is working just fine. And you can go online and Google the true colors so that it'll only print just that color and see if that'll help you out. And those are purge pages. You might can even Google a purge page and it may pop up for you.
Yeah, I was going to say the hex code.
Right. Because I can never figure out what the hex code is for the true actual colors. It's been a while since I've dealt with that for my DTF because I didn't really have too much of an issue with that with the DTG. I mean, sublimation.
Yeah, me
It was
either.
the DTF that caused me the problems. Um, Maryland's extra design. Dimps put the link there. We appreciate you, ma'am.
And if the person was talking about, because I'm not watching the chat too much, if they were talking about my design, it's two of the same design, but with a slightly different font. So the bonus file is just if you like the other font better, use it instead of the other one.
And I also wanted to point out this is the metal lights on this shirt, which we talked about it earlier. This is Marilyn, one of her designs. And I did light cyan for the words, but the outline and the box for the E is all metal lights. So with the metal lights, let me get my board up under here so that you can see it a little bit better. It's easier to show when the shirt stays flat. But if you look at these metal lights and how they are looking straight on, you can see the red. But if you turn it, oh, well, I guess it would help if I was a little bit bigger. Andrea Ross, thank you so much for the super chat. Hi.
I got a bell.
Yeah, we gotta get you a bell, Laura. She said she was shimmy instead of ringing the bell. I
Yeah.
have you. Instead of shimmy, and I love it. But if you turn it a certain way, you can see the gold. See how it's gold right here? That's the gold outline of these metalite stones. But when you turn it, you get to see that cyan come to life. And look at the bling on those metalites and the bling on the light cyan. You guys got that shimmy shine going on right here. As one of our viewers said, "Give me the shimmy." Miss Aliana, we love it, my dear. That's awesome sauce. So these are the metal lights, and we normally have these in the Hot Fix store, but this time around for the buy-in, we're offering our metal lights in the buy-in. So go over there, excuse me, and check that out. Now Pamela asked a question about, can any of you create a rhinestone 3-wheeled motorcycle design for me? Laura or DIY or Marilyn, I don't know if anybody's doing custom for that, but Dennis, I know, has done custom. Dennis, if you're offering custom, would you put your link in the chat? Laura, are you doing custom designs? I don't know. And I'm trying to think of who else. Impressive Mod Anime does custom as well. She's in our Facebook group. Laura, are you doing custom?
I've done a couple of them. If they want to, they can contact me through the Etsy, and then I'll look at it and see if I can do it.
Okay, so there you go. Her Etsy store is in the description, so definitely check that out. Let me make sure. Let's see. Baby Giant Services. Eve, did you say why you cut extra strips to go on the sides of your flock? Not 100% sure why that was done. So, I have it running on Graphy right now. So I can show you, well, you guys saw me taping those strips along the flock earlier. Hold on, let me get this thing taken down because I'm like Marilyn now. I don't need to be big anymore.
Eve, can I show real quick the difference in the two designs?
Of course you can.
So, like, if you show your design again, the way the letters had multiple stones in them.
Let's see. Okay.
And then see my letters.
You talking about these letters right here, right?
Yes.
And there's like 3 rows on each letter.
And that's the SS6. So the SS10, I think there's 2 rows. But then here's the other SS10 one. And see how it's a single letters. Yes. Which I kind of like that too. And then these are more metalites. So the outline and around the E is your Labrador.
Yes.
And then the words rated. And then at the bottom, those are silver sapphire metalites. You can
Yes.
see some sapphire, but from the side, they look silver.
Yeah, that silver sapphire with that Labrador is showing out on that shirt. It's
Mm-hmm.
really pretty.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Super pretty. So the meta lights are in the buy in, which is still going on, by the way. It doesn't end today, it ends next week. So you got a little bit of time to get in on the buy in, my friend. But Baby Giant Services, to answer your question, because I use the Graph Tech, I don't have I used to use the Cricket, right? Well, I didn't decide. Mr. McQuackins loved me and he let me do big girl things and get a big girl cutting machine. And so I got the Graph Tech. And the Graph Tech is a much bigger cutting machine. So Cricut, you can only cut up to 12 inches, but with the Graph Tech, you technically can cut up to 15, if I'm remembering correctly, based on how you move the rolly wheels. Well, with the Graph Tech big girl status, I wanted to cut out my rhinestone flock without using a mat. And the reason behind that is because, it's a flex, in my opinion. First off, I don't need no mat. I can just cut my flock. But the problem with that is the the cutting machine has to hold on to something to pull your flock in it, or whatever it is that you're cutting. It has to hold on to something to move it through the cutting machine, just like on Cricut or Silhouette or any other cutting machine. It uses the mat to roll your mat in and out and cut your 12 inches, or actually on Cricut it's not even 12 inches, it's less than that. For the regular Cricut, the Air 2 older machines. I think the Cricut Maker 3 does a little bit bigger than 12. You can go bigger. But at any rate, so because I want to cut my flock without a cutting mat, the wheels to pull the flock through the machine has to rest on the sides of the flock. Well, with the Graph Tech, you can't cut around those wheels. Those wheels have to set on the edge of that 12-inch block. So for 1/2 of an inch to an inch on one side and 1/2 of an inch to an inch on the other side, you lose in being able to cut out designs. You can only cut. So if you take 1 inch from there and 1 inch from there, that leaves you, that's 1 inch. So you go from 12 to 11, and then 1 inch on the other side, you go from 11 to 10. So you only get about 10 inches of cutting area on your rhinestone flocks, which kind of sucks because I want the full 12 inches, right? So that's why I cut strips. I have a 1-inch strip on one side. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I got a 2-inch strip on the other side. But I put those strips on the outside and attach them to my 12 inches so that those extra strips on the side is what the machine pulls the flock in and out with, but I still, in that way, I get my full 12 inches in the middle of it, cutting out everything else that I got going on. So that's why I do that. Now I can solve all of that problem by just being humble and acting like I got some sense and just use a mat, because Laura Trevino has done it and it works out very well for her. So one of these days I'm gonna break down and I'm just gonna use the daggone mat. But that's why I use it with the strips on the side.
I didn't want to use the mat. I didn't, but when I put the extra sides on, one time it came off and then they were all over the place.
Yeah, and you do have to be careful. So I use the painter's tape, and sometimes I have to refresh my painter's tape because it will come off and go make it go crooked. So you do have to be careful with that. But yeah, it's a flex, ain't it, Laura? It's so cool. I don't need no mat.
I was just.
Oh, you need a mat? Oh, I don't need no mat.
I didn't want a mat.
So sad. Let's see. I thought I saw something else. Southern Girl Crafts and Creation says she's working on her own design based upon what I have watched from the beginner design class with Patrice. Ma'am, when I tell you Patrice's class is fire, you'll learn a lot. So she should have a beginner's class coming back up, and I am now ashamed because we were supposed to be scheduling the other one, meaning I was supposed to finalize the date and did not. So one of these days she gonna kick me all the way to the curb, and I won't even be offended because I'll know why. Sylvia says, after I pressed the shirt with the press, I repress the whole shirt and it takes all of the lines out. So that's what's up. That's a good solution as well, actually. Now I will say this, Sylvia. I'm lazy. I don't even want to press clothes, period. So I'm not gonna do that. But if you like pressing stuff, you go right. Because I'm about to get that to the customer just like it is. I am not gonna lie to y'all. I am not an ironing person. I swear I'm not. So that's a shame, ain't it, to be answering that? Oh, Crafty Leo, hey honey, I sent you a message. I don't know if you got it. Do you still have that firm mat that you use for sewing that you could show? It's a wool mat for quilting. That's a nice firm one. Where it is, I don't know, honestly. Because it came with 3 mats and it was from DIME is where it came from. But I don't know where it is. I ain't gonna lie. I move stuff around and my mind remember seeing it recently, but where I saw it, I don't even know. Don't get me the line. But I'll try and grab the link real quick and put it in the chat so that you can know where it is. And at least you can see a picture of it on their website because that's where it came from. Okay, so as far as flock, Sheila Cushionberry says becreatiful.com. She says the rhinestoneworld.com. She's putting these links. So y'all just thank you so very much. Ms. Bickham says that the Rhinestone World has flock and comes with a free font. Real Praise, you have a question about the status updates on the buy-in. Let me know what your question is. Let me know.
I'll be right back, Eve. I just got a phone call from the store, so I'll be right back.
No worries. Let's see. Atlanta Vinyl, according to LeSean71, has flock, so definitely check out Atlanta Vinyl. Dawn's World of Babies and Crafting. I get my flock from Etsy at Amania Designs, and every time you reorder, you get a discount, and the price is very reasonable. So thank you, Dawn's World of Babies and Crafting. Craftable Things says shocking news. I like the Metalite SS10s better than the SS6s. So that's saying a lot coming from Craftable Things. Okay, that's saying a lot. So that'll let you know probably, Ms. Bickham, which one would be the better option to use. Let's see. Oh, Mary Brown says she got flock from Craft Express. So that's in the chat as well. Valerie E, I have a question for Marilyn. I use the Cricut Easy Press until I can purchase the HTV Ront. You mentioned a mat. Where did you purchase yours from?
Okay, so I got mine from Amazon, and it's a super dense. It's really, really heavy, really, really dense, like a real heat pressed mat. And so then it comes with the corners squared off. I rounded them off so it would fit down in the HTV Ront really well. But I got it from Amazon. It was somewhere around $25. Okay. And it's a 15-inch by 15-inch.
So hopefully we can, if you in your group, if you could put a link to that in your group, Marilyn, that would be great so that she'll know where to find it. Or you can, let's see, if you can put it in the chat, you can. Do you have the link somewhere?
Yeah,
like one of your videos or something, and I can go find it or something.
I do have it in one of my videos. Yeah. Okay. Matter of fact, I had a fairly short video that talked about inexpensive improvements to the HTV Ront.
Okay.
And one was to put this little Teflon cover over the top, but even bigger than that was to put a better mat on it.
Okay. We'll see if I can't find that and link it in there.
Okay.
Nicole Reeves asks, is the center of the metalites crystal or metal? So the center of the metalites are crystal. The metalite's outer rim is a metallic layer around the outside that's on there. So the inside is a crystal stone. Has anyone ever dropped a container of stones? Miss I don't know that we want to talk about that because that's a heartbreaking situation. Yes, I personally have. But I don't know about anybody else. Who else has dropped a container of stones? Has any one of you, well, Laura or Marilyn?
I knocked over one of the small ones, but
Mhm.
most of them stayed on the table. Some of them went on the ground. But it might be Sheila Cushionberry. Someone has talked about using a vacuum, putting some like old-fashioned pantyhose or knee-high hose over it, and that grabs the stones.
Mm, that
Sheila,
was
was it
Sheila.
you? I'm not sure. It might have been Barb LaFond.
It was Sheila.
Okay.
Yeah. Laura, you was shaking your head in agreement, honey. I hate that.
Yes, I was. I dropped one of the small ones, and it went to the floor everywhere. And I was down there picking it up, and I said, "Wait, oh!" So I got my little vacuum cleaner here,
Oh, that's cute.
and I used it.
Oh,
And I went. I was like, I found those rhinestones everywhere. They were like in the kitchen, 100 feet away. They
Wow.
just they went everywhere. But this is really good. Keeps it right
You,
inside.
you got that from Amazon as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's a
I
little
may
frog.
I may have to ask you where you got that and see if we can't get us a link to
Okay,
get
I'll
that
look for it.
from you. Now, Miss Na, one of the things I always there's a couple of suggestions that I suggest, and I'm only saying this from experience, personal experience, because I handle these all day, every day, and been doing so for well over a year since we started using the containers. When we send out, if you're talking about our stones, we use these clear bands and we send our stones out with these clear bands on there. Keep the bands, don't cut them. You can take them off, and then when you're done, put the band back on. That way, if you do drop the container, it should not like completely shatter. Like somebody posted that they dropped their stones and it was in a glass container and the glass shattered and went everywhere and the stones went everywhere. But these are not made to shatter like glass. They will crack, don't get it twisted, but the most important thing is always work with these over the table. Please work with these over a table surface because we all, like, I have arthritis, so I know I'm bad about dropping stuff. So I try to make sure that I'm working over a table and try not to work with them in the air. And definitely don't pick them up by the lid. I'm doing that with this because I got the band on it. But try to break yourself from the habit of picking it up by the lid because that lid is going to give every time. No, well, not every time, but it's going to give when you don't want it to give. And then your stones will drop. So, and that's honestly the same information that I would give no matter what container you got your stones in. Work with your stones over the top of a flat surface. And don't, be carrying them around in the air or whatever, with, especially by their lids or whatever. Just hold them secure, treasure them, because y'all, these things cost money. I don't care where you get your stones from, they cost money, and you don't want to waste them or lose any of them. So, like I said, just try and keep a good grip on them if you can, as much as possible. Keep the bands on them if they're from us. Try not to grab them by the container and work over the top of a surface and try not to drop them. All right. So yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Nah, that sucks. But several of us, including myself, have. Even Miss Emma King says she's dropped the container of stones. So it does definitely suck. For the person with the printer issue, Angie Holden has a purge sheet for all of the colors. If you're not familiar with who Angie Holden is, check out it's the country cottage chic country cottage country. I'll look her up and put her link in the description. Angie Holden is awesome sauce. Absolutely love Angie. And she has purge sheets so that you don't have to look them up and find them. So thank you for posting that. Let's see if we got any other questions.
If I sent you the link to the Amazon little frog, but to
Oh,
your
cool.
email.
Okay, I will drop that in the description and in the chat here in a moment. Yep, Sheila Cushionberry. She says, no, I've spilled seed beads. Put the thin sock or hose over the vacuum and suck up, then place over a bowl and turn it off. Pick out the dust bunnies. She says, hey, Rosalind. Let's see. Persistent, consistent hustle. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I don't remember your name. Dennis Cheatham says all the time. I'm hoping you're not talking about stones, dropping them all the time. Candace BIC Design Creation says, thank you. Love the mystery box for this week. It is cute. It's got 3 really cute designs. And so you're asking about the update status on the buy-in? So we're in the current buy-in. It started last Sunday. Well, this past Wednesday officially, and it runs until next Sunday. But that's the only status that we have right now. If you're talking about the prior buy-in, all of those orders have been shipped out already that are paid for and done. So shoot me an email if you're asking about the prior buy-in and whether or not you've received your order or not. But the rest of the orders should be delivered by tomorrow. We do have some still outstanding, but you should have a shipment confirmation if an order for you has gone out. Miss Bickham says she got a new baby, a 16 by 20 heat press. Woo! Yes, honey. Yes. Make that money with that heat press, honey. That's what's up. Congratulations, ma'am. Thank you for letting us know that. Let's see. Hopefully Dennis answered that question. Let's see. I'm trying to hold back from getting some metal lights. Crafty Leo says, I understand. Shaka, you do not need a code for the rhinestone mechanic. You just need to click the link that's in the description for his website, and we have our own page on his website. Marilyn, I have a question. What is the best mat to use with the Cricut Easy Press 2?
So I just think that a really firm mat is better to use than what came with it. That's just my opinion. And so if you find that link to that video, there is a link to this if you're interested.
Okay. Cool beans. Miss Beckham says she sent a short video of how to expand your cutting area. It allows you to cut the full 12 inches without adding the strips. Ooh. So I will definitely check that out. I did get the text message. I did get the message. The other message before that message I did get, and I went and checked all those settings and stuff you talked about. And then the video came. By the time I got the second text message, I was out and about and didn't get to look at it. And now I've forgotten about it. I apologize, but I'll definitely go check that out. Swing Design has a 13 by 19 mat for the Graph Tech. That is the only way I could think of using the whole width of the flock. Thank you, Dottie P. Swing Design. I will check it out. Because Andrea T had given me some suggestions on mats, and I reached out to definitely one of the companies, and they did not have the mats in stock. So I'll definitely check Swing Design. Hey, Carol Coleman. Silhouette 4 doesn't need a mat. I love it. And the problem, Char, with the Silhouette 4, well, that was with Picasso, my red silhouette, who has gone on to that great big cutting machine resource in the sky. But I haven't tried cutting. I don't think I have tried cutting flock with either one of the silhouettes, because with my red silhouette, it was cutting, but then it started cutting in ovals. And I'm not. I don't want to waste no flock, fam. I promise you, I don't. And if I put something in there and it cutting ovals, I'm gonna be real sad. So I hadn't tried the silhouette 4 without the I did in the past, but I haven't tried it lately without the mat. So I may take a look at it again. But we use those two for completely different purposes. So that's why I haven't been doing anything with it. Patrice says she'll never kick me to the curb. She says that now,
I
y'all.
saw that earlier.
She says that now. Let's see. Auntie Eve, in my head, I just ordered some. Be Createful had it. Thank you, Lillian. That's what's up. I'm glad you were able to get you some because flock is hard to get. Miss Not say she dropped her stones on Thursday. It took her hours to get them up. I am so sorry, my dear. I am so sorry. And Crafty Leo is okay, my dear. Let's see. Pamela Ellis. I can't find T or Laura's YouTube pages. So Pamela, they are in the description. But let me grab Laura's channel and I'm gonna paste it here in the comment section. Hopefully it won't mess up my comments and where I'm at. It did not, thank goodness. And then T's channel is right here. I'm going to drop her channel as well. So definitely check the comments for their channels. And please go subscribe, you guys. Where are we at? We're already at 10 o'clock and I'm still cutting out Marilyn's designs. Graphy is working overtime because I'm cutting 2 designs out at one time. And I'm going to do the same thing with Rhinestone Mechanic. So I may not get to do the girls' shirts, but I'm definitely going to try real hard to press at least that one design from Rhinestone Mechanic because it's super cute. Let's keep going. Sarah McAdoo. I'm enjoying the session. My first YouTube video was with the baby's booty 3 years ago at 2 in the morning. It was a pair of high heel shoes, red and black shoes, girl. Woo, you went back in the day, fam. Welcome and thank you for hanging out with us all this time. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you. Oh, neato. Chris Smith said she bought a wool horse blanket that works great and was inexpensive. So yeah, instead of a wool pressing mat, a horse blanket could work. So that's a cool idea, Chris Smith says. And Tanyu asks, what time does the buy-in end? Normally, I begin and end the buy-ins on midnight of said day. So next Sunday, it will be at midnight when the buy-in will end. Let's see. And then Real Praise. I ordered from this buy-in. I'm wondering about the status of delivery for them. This is my first buy-in. Okay, cool. Welcome. So all of our buy-ins, usually we estimate 30 days from the last day of the buy-in. The reason why we estimate that way is because at the end of the buy-in is when I take everybody's orders, see what everybody wanted, calculate what all they wanted, and that's when I place the order for the stones. And then I have to wait on them to come back. And it takes right at about 21 to 25 days to come from the manufacturer overseas. And that's mainly because I gotta wait on customs. That's the main reason, y'all, because customs be out here like, oh, she getting some stones. Let's see if she got some drugs in there too. And I don't know why they think that, because it's the same stuff I've been ordering for well over a year. So why y'all tripping? I don't know. And y'all got dogs that can sniff out stuff, I think. So get some dogs if you don't, and sniff my stuff and see that it's just stones. Okay. But at any rate, as long as I don't have to wait an unreasonable amount of time for customs, we get the stones, we repackage them because that takes time too. We got the McQuacklings, they come in and they repackage them in our cute containers, and then we start shipping them out in the order that we get the orders. So the orders placed first generally go out first, generally. And so that's why it takes around about that time. Sometimes we get them out sooner, and sometimes we get them out right at the cusp of the deadline. So that's why we ask for 30 days from the last day of the buy-in. So usually we get them out a little bit faster, but again, anything can happen. All right. Especially for stones that are specialty type stones, they take a lot longer for us to get them. So we just got to keep that in mind. I finally had enough strength to open my buy-in that arrived Tuesday. Good thing I did, because I have the exact order sitting in my cart. You're tired of being sick. Gail, yeah, you've been sick for a minute, so I'm glad you're feeling better. And thank you for hanging out with us during your continuous recuperation. But I'm glad you didn't duplicate your order, ma'am. Definitely check y'all's emails for your orders if you're wondering if you got the same thing or not, so you don't order the same thing. Make it with Marilyn. I was so excited to get your design. I purchased before I logged into my Etsy account. Now I'm trying to figure out how to add the design to my account. I've done that before, so I understand that.
I put something in there for her to contact me. You can either email me, or through Etsy you can send a message to me.
Yeah.
Either way.
Look, and Sharon Davenport talking about the question should be, who hasn't dropped the container of stone? Oh, right? This is crazy. Because I've even had bags of stones drop and bust. I've even had, not like packages from a long time ago that I got from old places I would get stones from and drop them. And it's like stones go everywhere because it wasn't completely closed. So yeah. Let's see. Dimps dropped hers on a live and handled it like a champ, Latricia said. Go Dimps. That's what's up. Nakomi didn't do stones, but she dropped her tiny beads on the carpet. So yeah, everybody has had something happen. That thing is finally done cutting, Marilyn. So I'm gonna have to set up my new one. Let's see. Bands always disappear. Can I get more from somewhere? LaJohn says yes. So I'll go on Facebook and see if I can't find the link, but there are clear bands available on YouTube. The only reason I don't sell the bands myself is because I need to make 100% sure I got enough when I send out orders, because I'm gonna be real sad if I run out of bands before sending out orders. I try to make sure to stay on top of stuff, but you know how things go. So I just try to make sure we keep our stock here with our orders, because the orders come first. I have a little, Callie Trish says, I have a little desk vacuum to pick up stones. I also pour stones into a smaller container to work from, so that if I spill, there aren't so many stones to recover. That is an excellent tip. That's an excellent tip. And I saw Patrice do that. She'll take the lid off and pour stones into the lid and work with them that way. So
what I do.
That makes sense. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure Temu has those desktop vacuums too. Y'all been weighing Temu out. You hear me? I don't know who came up with that, but they pretty much are taking the crafting world by storm. With everything going on lately, I forgot that I have a new Vivor automatic heat press. I'm not mad you forgot, but congratulations on your new baby. Holla. That's funny. That baby said she forgot all about it. And then Me Creatively by Kim says, I bought a new ET2800 to use for sublimation. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. We like sublimating. I still need to get, I got a couple of orders of gifts that I need to do with some sublimation. And Gail says, when y'all were talking about flimsy mat, were you talking about the Cricut auto press?
I was talking about I was talking about two things. Just a Cricut mat. You know, they're squishy. They're not dense. And then I was talking about the HTV Run Auto Press.
Okay. And then Nick Nack Nurse says, we are memory keepers, makes a stone vacuum also. It's not as cute as the frog though. So yeah, there is another vacuum out there. And then Chris Smith says, whatever happened to your Betty Boop DTF machine? Were you ever able to get it unclogged? Betty is still here. Betty is in a brief retirement right now, retirement home. So I have not had time, because I even have the other DTF machine that needs the head replaced, and I was going to replace the head. And when I tell y'all it's team too much around here, I do a lot. The rhinestones have taken over a major portion of my life, so
Yeah.
I haven't had time. I swear I haven't. And when I could have time, I'm usually finally taking the time to do something for myself, as Mr. McQuackins calls scrolling, which he doesn't realize, although it's scrolling, it's low-key shopping for other things and finding new crafty ideas. Let's not tell him that, okay? He doesn't know that. So I just let him think I'm scrolling social media inadvertently. So, a lot of times I'm working in the background doing other things, which, by the way, I'm gonna have to remember to show you guys one of the things that I was doing recently, which took some extra time, in case you didn't know. And I'm running out of time to cut Dennis's stuff, y'all. I cannot believe it. But I want to show y'all this real quick. I showed the group earlier when we were doing the live before this one for the members only, that in the Graphics Pro magazine, this is June 2023 magazine. So if you have ever went to any of the Graphics Pro expos, you have to register to get into the event, and you can get magazines. And they even have a digital copy as well. And if you go into the magazine here on page 44, you will see an article by our lovely Angel B in here, and it's on leveraging social media. So definitely check that out, especially if you've been interested in getting into social media for your business. For whatever reason, if you just want to develop a social media presence, check the article out. It is a digital copy. If you go to graphicsproexpo.com, there's a link on there somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's there, where you can look at the latest magazines that they have. So check her out. And then a couple of pages back in the magazine, we also have another article on heat transfer vinyl basics that you can check out as well. Probably not as interesting an article, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But it's in there, and it took time to do this article. Oh my God, I've never done an article for a magazine before. This took time. Okay. So definitely, I'm always doing team too much around here and finding all kinds of stuff to do, and answering emails and requests and stuff like that. So sometimes I'm just like super busy going all kinds of which directions, much to Mr. McQuacken's chagrin. But it is what it is. So definitely unclogging a machine was not top of my priority list. And also my customer, y'all, I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but one of my main customers that I was using the DTF for was a restaurant, a local restaurant here, that I did Cuzzo's Cuisine is what I was doing, and one of their restaurants caught fire and burnt up.
Oh no.
So like that kind of like cut down even needing the DTF. And even before that, what I was doing, since the machine had clogged, I was sourcing out the DTF to a friend who has one of the automatic DTF that does the whole shebang, shakes the powder and does the whole nine all in one fail swoop. So I was just ordering, since I didn't have time to fix the machine. So I have not. I need to. Yes, I have not. And that kind of sucks because I hate for a machine to just sit there. Make it with Marilyn. What glitter cardstock have you used to make templates, please? And thank you.
I have used a non-shedding, so it's like glitter, but it's coated. It doesn't shed. It's thick. And I've gotten that off of Amazon too.
Okay. Sweet. That was an easy answer.
I used the old videos that I did with glitter cardstock. I did link it. I've used two different types. I did put the links in those, so if you want to check those out.
Okay, that works. Thank you very, very much.
Here.
Silver Fox Crafting, the SS6. I have not ordered it, So I did not necessarily want to put it in there for fear I did not get it in time. That's so, like I said, some stones are easier to source than others. SS6 is one of those, how can I put it? Unicorns, so to speak, where sometimes I can get them on time and sometimes it takes forever. And one of the things I absolutely despise is to put something in the buy-in and then it takes me longer to get it made and sent over. And then I got to send an email saying, okay, well, I sent part of your order, but I'm going to have to hold off on this part of your order and send it out. And that's double shipping for me. So to keep from stressing myself all the way out, because I'm real good at doing that, I'll save SS6 maybe for the next buy-in and go ahead and source it now so that I can make sure that I'll be able to get it in time. But that's one of those ones that I kind of had to leave out of the equation, unfortunately. So I apologize. Sheila Cushionberry, I will check his order. It'll probably have to wait till after this show, unfortunately, but I will see. Let's see. Who is this? Deborah Ferguson. Is this yeah, Deborah Ferguson. Hi Eve. Hi Marilyn. Hi Laura. And T. You weren't here, but it's okay. She's saying hey to you too. It's been a bit working on wine tumblers, planning on sublimating them in my new baby, the PYD sublimation oven. Holla! Congratulations.
I have
Yes, honey.
seen Deborah in the chat for a long time.
Yeah, it has been a while. So welcome back, my love. Always a pleasure to see you. And then Sheila Cushionberry is excited to get her rainbow bling strings in. Yes, fam. My kids was like, oh, this Sheila Cushionberry is so hilarious to me that they see orders from different names that be in the chats and they just get super excited. So they get starstruck to see you guys as well. So yeah, them rainbow strings are available in both sizes. So definitely check those out. Those have been really cool. So let me make sure I don't. Good night, Ruby Alexander, if I haven't missed you already. And let's see, I see some more stars. Oh my goodness, I'm never gonna get to cut this thing out. Mr. McCrackens knows better. And Sylvia Dinkins talking about Eve. He know you. That's not what I was saying. And hopefully he ain't in the bushes. Vanessa talking about I recognize your hands right away in that article. That was funny. And it's like you don't realize how much you show your hands on. And yeah, Nydia. I think that's Nydia Hall. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, my love. I'm sorry. What was the end result of the clock? The clock got set off to the side, and I forgot all about it. It's still there. And I have 2 extra ones, and I still have, look, here's one clock hand right here. Here's the other. So I'll start on a project, mean to finish a project, and wind up on totally other projects and never get back to stuff. I hate doing that to y'all too, because I'll be like super excited and jazzed up about finishing something and don't ever finish it. And that's annoying to me. I'm working on that. The Lord is working with me on that. Okay. And as my lovely buddy Crafting with Delonda says, that's between me and the Lord. You ain't ever lied, because he works on me all the time, because I'm just a whole hot mess, like Patrice says. He loves us hot messes because he know he got something to work with. Miss JB, I have not seen neon red, but I will check on that for you. Do you guys use rhinestones that are larger than SS10 in your design? So I'm going to let that question be answered by the designers in here.
I never have used anything larger than SS10.
Nope.
Not in hot fix.
Laura, we got you muted, my love.
I keep muting because my dogs are barking. I have a SS16 and a few different ones, so I am going to make one. Just haven't done it yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
And I know Rhinestone Mechanic has some designs with SS16 in it. I've also talked to you guys about My File Addiction. I know she has a few designs here and there with some SS16s in it. Mm-hmm. And SS20 as well. So there are some designers who will offer designs with the larger stones in it. We don't source the larger stones because they're, in most instances, people don't use them as much as they do the 10s and the 6s. So we just went with the popular size. And my little house can't hold too many more stones. I know I done said that I don't know how many times, but honestly, it really can't hold too many more stones. So we can't go the other sizes. But that's there. And Dawn, the neon green AB, we needed to finish up packaging and shipping out the last buy-in to make sure everything's been out before we touched anything else. So tomorrow, when the McLaughlins get in, we had them on another project too this past week, but tomorrow we'll see about getting some neon green ABs put on the website. So that should be up tomorrow. And what, I am finally right here at the end. And like I said, Dennis says, Rhinestone Mechanic, I do SS16 and SS20s. So yes, he does have those on his website. And then Lisa Wells, thank you for this question. Ideas on ways or places to sell your bling talents as a custom service or to sell bling apparel. So Laura or T or Marilyn, for those of you who have sold rhinestone services or shirts, do you have an answer for that?
I have Etsy. I also have an app that is available in the iOS and Google Play Store. I have a website. So those are some basic places that you could start. Shopify, things of that nature. But keep in mind, Shopify does cost a little bit more.
Boy, and Shopify, it's a good platform though. It's
Yeah,
an excellent platform, so it's worth the pennies, extra, well, money extra
right.
ain't pennies, but the money extra. And then you have a little bit, not too much more, but a little bit more flexibility and leeway with Shopify than you do Etsy.
It
So keep that in mind.
absolutely.
Yeah. Sheila, yes, I did ring the bell for Miss Bickham. Who I did not ring the bell for is Elaine Dickerson, who finally got her Epson Echo Tank ET2803. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. So Laura, did you have an answer for ways or places to sell bling?
Well, I just put in my Etsy shop. I just listed the Betty Boop shirt,
Okay.
as in custom shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I put in the sizes, the colors of the shirts, and that's where I'm going to start. I know with my friends and on Facebook, sometimes I say any design you see in my thing, you want it in a shirt, I'll make it, I'll sell it, for the right price. So I'm starting with that.
Okay.
Yep.
And Marilyn, do you sell the shirts and stuff as well?
So I sell mainly, like online, I sell digital designs, but I do sell quite a few shirts locally. And basically, I wear them to work, I wear them out, I carry my business cards, and I sell quite a few here locally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's actually, honestly, as far as I've seen, one of the easiest ways to make money off of your rhinestone shirts is wear your product,
Where?
let people
Yeah.
see it, and go to places where there are people. And another suggestion somebody made that I really didn't think of, and it makes a whole heck of a lot of sense, is if you do, like, for instance, do a rhinestone shirt like this, or somebody mentioned Deborah Ferguson says, let's see the lower half of your t-shirt, Marilyn. I love it. Also, I'm loving the files I ordered from your Etsy shop. I left you a message. Thank you, ladies, for your knowledge and expertise. Ooh,
Yay.
shimmy. Let's see. She was shimmying, y'all. Let me take her message down.
I'm too short. Okay, so here's one way to use these stones. See the glasses? The glasses are from a different design. I just added them onto this. The glasses are silver cyan metallites.
Mm-hmm.
And then the vacay is Labrador. So the silver around the outside of these matches the Labrador. Then we're going to try not to show my belly. It says the word mode. So it says vacay mode. Mode is in light cyan. And then back down here, those are the silver cyan metal lights again. So I like to mix different things around. This design on Etsy looks like this, but I have my flip-flop design with this, so I just added those glasses.
Nice,
Thank you. Thanks for
nice.
asking, Deborah.
And so, just like her shirt, if she wanted to wear that, like to the beach, for instance, or to a concert, or like Tiana said, vendor fairs, sell a size run to a local boutique, um, a public event, something like that. Or even like for instance, here in Charlotte, um, if there's like a Saturday evening or Friday evening when folks are more likely to be out enjoying, outside events at a park or downtown or uptown, for instance, you could totally wear a bling shirt, one of your blingiest designs, okay? And we know you got the finer thing bling, so it's really going to work well. And then on the back of the shirt, put something that somebody can, a QR code, I sell bling, or I do bling, or get your bling here, or I do custom t-shirts, something like that, so that not only do they see the front and how pretty it is, but they also see that this isn't just a shirt you bought from somewhere. Like, I legit can get you this shirt if you want it. That
Mm-hmm.
will help you as well. And also keep, like, you don't have to have business cards, because in this day and age, just about everything is digital. Or if you do have one business card at least, and somebody's asking you, tell them take a picture of the back of your shirt or take a picture of the business card on their phone. That way they'll always have it, because what do we always carry? Our cell
Our phone.
phone.
Mm-hmm.
So these are ways that you can get folks to be drawn to your business and make money off of this stuff. Because, like I've told you guys, at the end of the day, the most important thing is for you to make money with this. I mean, don't get it twisted. I want you to have fun too. And if you want to buy it just for fun, that's fine. I'm here for you. I don't mind, supporting habits. Okay, these are nice, healthy habits, so we don't mind supporting it. But you can let your habits pay for themselves
Yeah.
and offer shirts, especially when you have super cute designs, just like the ones that the Rhinestone Mechanic has, offering to you guys for the low, just to this group only. You totally can make these and sell these shirts and make you some money off of them, just from the investment of rhinestones and shirts and the design. Okay, and some time. We can't forget about the time. And
I
then someone asked, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think another way is like if you have friends in civic organizations or whatever, make one shirt for that friend, have her wear it, and have her let them know if you want to buy them, they're this much, here's how you get a hold of her. Or like the cheer, I made one cheer shirt for the sponsors, like, okay, if they want these shirts, this is what it'll be. So
Right.
it's
Mm-hmm.
providing one shirt for free, but it can pay off.
So, and if you have any other suggestions, put them in the chat. Something that worked out really well for you in doing this same thing. Also, fam, when I tell you these special events are major special events. Like,
Mhm.
for instance, breast cancer is coming up soon. It's coming up in October. So right now we're in the summertime. You've got we got the America mix that could work, coming up for July, but after that it's back to school usually. But then go ahead and prepare for the October time frame, because it's gonna be up on you before you know it. So your rose rhinestones, your fuchsia rhinestones, your gold and silver rose metalites, those are available. And show these on your timeline and say, hey, prepare ahead for breast cancer,
Yeah.
and go ahead and make that money, because these folks that are doing the breast cancer walks, the breast cancer runs, you got breast cancer survivors, all of these folks are proud to support that cause. You want to find causes that these people are dying to promote, like they will show it loud and proud. Okay,
Mhm.
and that's where you want to say, hey, guess what I can do for you? I'll make yours stand out more than any of these other shirts out there, because everybody else is wearing vinyl. you're going to be wearing bling.
Mm.
Okay. So these are the same folks, breast cancer, they wear the tutus and everything just to stand out and be different. Give them a
Mhm.
bling shirt to wear when they out there running. You see what I'm saying? This is, you got to think outside the box and find these folks that are proud of what they're doing and what they're involved in. Different sports organizations, the Cowboys fans love the bling. Okay, love it, like can't get enough of the bling. So different organizations and stuff like that, definitely check them out, and use that to your advantage to make money. And as far as pricing the rhinestone shirts, I did see someone mention that you want to find an affordable shirt. We talked about this earlier in our live just before we came on here. A lot of
Mhm.
it depends on what you're putting it on, you know. So a hoodie is going to cost more than a t-shirt. Certain brands of shirts, just like Laura likes the Silky Socks shirts. They have a black shirt that feels really good and is really nice. So if you did that, that shirt is $7. So you can't charge the same for that shirt that you do for a Gildan shirt that might cost you $2. Or like DIYT was saying, they at Dollar Tree now. Gildan got the heavy shirts at Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree.
Some of the Dollar Trees, my Dollar Tree is trifling. They ain't gonna have the shirts. I already know. But you can get them for $1.25. So you can charge maybe a little bit less than that seven. You gonna charge less than that $7 shirt. So find your price of your shirt. And then at that point, you want to price. I generally suggest price by the stone, because you are like, this shirt has way less stones in it than the shirt Marilyn just showed with the vacay mode and the shades and the water, and it's even less than Laura's shirt that she showed with the crown. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot more stones than this little beach vibe shirt design. Okay. So you need to base it by stone. And if you're curious on that pricing strategy, if folks ain't spoiled it in the chat, I do have a class, a beginner's class, that teaches you how to price your rhinestone shirts and the best strategy to use to do that, because it'll help you make sure that you're making money off of your rhinestone shirts instead of just winging it and just kind of making do. So the link to the beginner's class should be in the description. So definitely check that out. All right. So let me go back because I saw Mr. McQuackins is starring his heart out. You hear me? On some articles, because I just happened to realize he'd been here the whole time, y'all, when I was talking junk. Lisa Wells. No, that was the question we just answered. And EJ's daughter. Did I just see it? Oh, Dennis Cheatham. Bling businesses start with your local school. Sports moms love bling.
Yes.
Okay, sports moms. And the cool thing is with that, in a lot of instances, you can see this even with Patrice, because Patrice is an instructor at her school. The school will let you use school designs in a lot of instances to make shirts, as opposed to the Cowboys or the Raiders, who
Right.
is out here like, you ain't using my stuff. You got to pay to do our designs. Whereas the school is like, oh, you making bling shirts, and don't give the principal a shirt, and the assistant principal one, be like, hey, here's you a shirt. Let me give you this shirt. And I was wondering, they'll probably, most instances, be more than willing to help you be able to give the design, or at least something similar, use the colors or whatever, give you some ideas on some bling shirts they would be interested in. Teachers love the bling shirts showing,
Mhm.
first day of school or blah, blah, blah. It's a lot, y'all. It's limitless. It's limitless where you can make some money with this stuff. It really is. So you guys definitely gotta pay that some attention, and make that money, because it's a lot of folks making money off of this bling in our hoop groups. And I definitely want to try and get some of these folks together to give us their best practices, live here, to show you how they're making money. And then Sheila Cushionberry say, send the grandbabies to school with your handiwork and handle business cards. Pimp them babies out. They don't know no better. Give them an extra piece of candy or something. Be like, here, baby, show grandma's shirt off. And tell that little Sally to tell her mama give me a call. Okay. So yeah, send the grandbabies because they'll even get you some business too. And some of them willingly. My grandma made this, and there you go. Knick Knack Nurse went to a Mary J. Blige concert with her face blinged out. Got 18 orders
Wow.
just
My
wearing the
God.
shirt. I'm
That's
telling
great.
y'all, it's out there, it's available, and it's hot right now. Y'all know how I am. I see trends. I don't know how and I don't know why, but bling right now is off the charts. So definitely take advantage of it while we got this horse running. Make a QR code and put it on the back of your shirt with vinyl. People can scan it without even talking to you. Without even talking to you. Love it. And then Sienna says she been killing softball season. Baseball season is around the corner, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely check that out. Susan Green says, Hi, Crafty Sisters. Was just wondering if anyone will be purchasing the Ditto pattern projector. I just purchased a Ditto pattern projector and I love it. It's worth it for the person that sews a lot. I'm not familiar with the Ditto pattern because I don't sew that much, but we'll definitely, as you see, put it up on screen so that folks can check that out when they get an opportunity. A cold one says, Marilyn, how is the glitter cardstock working for you instead of the flock?
So I use flock all the time now. Because it's going to last a lot longer and all that. But it worked fine. But I would cut mine. Sometimes I'd cut it on the Cricut, but more often than not, I'd cut it on my laser.
Oh.
So it was fast.
Yep.
QR code, you can also do it in sublimation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ooh, sublimation shimmy.
And then I haven't put
see
bling
that
on the
awesome.
front. I'm going to put bling on the front.
Yes, that's going to be cute. That's going to be cute.
Crafty Leo. How to do that.
My bling jerseys on 100% polyester mesh jersey with over 5,500 SS10 stones. He charges 96
Wow.
bucks. And I'm sure these folks pay it without blinking because it's something they love and they're passionate about. That's the thing. That bling gets them when they're passionate about something. Something even as simple as bowling or pickleball. I saw some pickleball designs. Tell me Laura won't be out here rocking a pickleball design bling shirt.
I do. I have my
Exactly.
pickleball and I have my blingy shoelaces. And I was playing, and the
Okay.
lady on the other court said, "Oh my God, look at your shoelaces." I was like, "Aren't they pretty?"
Make that money.
Yes.
Make that money. It's out here. And then Craftable Thing says the principal and assistant principals are my best customers. Yes, yes. And she was probably referring to my other babies, the white toner printer and the tumbler press. They go with the heat press. That's what's up. You got a lot of babies. No, I did not ring the bell to your other babies. Woo! Holler. Yes, fam. We like expanding the blingy family. What would be the commercial heat press instead of my Cricut heat press? So what suggestion do you have, T, on that?
On the Cricut heat press,
No, as a professional version instead of the Cricut heat press.
I don't know. I like the Vivor.
Okay.
I like that one.
And
Out of
where
all the
did you
ones I
get
got,
the Vivor from?
I got mine from Amazon.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
And Laura, what heat press
I
would you
have a
suggest?
15 by 15 heat press lift up from Heat Transfer Warehouse,
Okay.
and I've had it for like 5 years.
Nice.
And it's awesome. It's heavy duty, you know.
Okay.
One time I was making like 80 shirts front and back. And okay, my arm was tired, but it's really good. And you
Okay.
adjust your pressure, so it's really good.
And Marilyn, what heat press would you suggest instead of the Cricut Easy Press?
So I have just an inexpensive one I got off of Amazon that I've used from the start. It's 15 by 15. I have a Vivor little 9 by 12 tabletop craft press that I really like. And then I think I'm going to be getting a Ricoma 16 by 20.
Okay. come through Racoma 16 by 20.
Okay.
So
That's
yeah.
awesome.
For me, I've been using a 15 by 15 off of Amazon. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of it for years. And then finally made the plunge and got a 16 by 20 from Heat Transfer Warehouse. And I love it. It's a Walla press. I haven't had any issues out of it. It's an automatic press. So I pull down on it, but when it's done, it pops back up on its own because I was bad about pulling the handle down, the timer go off, and it's beep 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 beep, beep, and I would never, So anyway, I love that part of it. So yeah, the Walla presses are pretty good. You can definitely check those out at heattransferwarehouse.com. And then Spilling the Diversity made a basic bling design for my family reunion, and it was a hit on our Zoom meeting tonight. So she might be making some money from off the family man, because they best be paying for them shirts. Right. And then Candace BIC Design Creations prefer to design, but when I wear my Christian designs to church, they sell big time. And there's a lot of those out there. So yes, definitely for sure hit them upside the head too. And then Vanessa Parnell says, don't forget shirts made using sorority colors. That is absolutely a big one as well. And then Lisa Wells, yes, a lot of companies support the Heart Association of America, and they want their employees in matching shirts with the company name on it. Bling the company name. And Miss Na, oh no, I didn't mean to skip your graph tech. Thank you for letting me know. She got the CE 7,000. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations on your new baby. Let's see. I would like to know which fabric type is best for rhinestone designs. And I'm gonna let one of you lovely ladies answer that question.
I've used it on everything from 100% polyester to 100% cotton.
So do I.
Yeah.
I love the way it looks. I'm gonna show my shirt.
Okay.
I just finished this one a while ago when I was out of thing. I think I need to fix one of them, but
Bling it on. Holler.
this way, right? Which way is it? This way?
Yeah, you good. That's beautiful. Love
this is on
that.
polyester.
Okay.
Okay, this brand is the A4. It's a 100% polyester. I love the way it shines on these. So I use this one a lot.
And to back up what she's saying with her, oh wait a minute. Ooh.
The shimmy.
I'm like, I can't shimmy because you can't see me shimmy. Let's see.
Uh-oh.
No,
a little bit, just a little bit. I love it. And to back up her comment, y'all, when you see those gymnasts out there in the Olympics and performing and all that, that's polyester, that's spandex. The bling does go on those fabrics too. So yeah, definitely check that out. Lisa Wells says community centers too. The team leader has to do the team uniforms, design it, create the name, and change the parents for their child's over 100 teams every 4 months for each sport. That's crazy.
Wow.
That's a lot of kids, fam. That's a lot of kids. The Puerto Rican Day Parade is coming up in New York City, ready to start selling shirts with the flag on it because the flag is not copywritten. Holler. Lisa Wells asks, how do you do the QR code? If you Google it, there's T, do you know how to do the QR code? Or is it, who just showed the QR code?
Marilyn.
I have a video.
Marilyn did it.
I was just going to say, Marilyn has a video. I do know how to do it, though, but Marilyn has a video.
I have a video. It's not real long. It's easy to do. It was a free online program.
Nice. So, Lisa, definitely check out Making with Marilyn's channel. The link is below. If it's not, I'll get it in there. But Making with Marilyn, and then look for QR code on her channel, do a search. Or you can just do QR code Marilyn, Making with Marilyn, and it'll pull up there too.
Right.
Let's see. I went to a sneaker ball party and made the bling shirt with the sneakers from Patrice and my bling strings from Eve. And I'm sure you probably got some questions about that shirt too and trying to get it. And then Sheila Cushberry, if you can get in with the beauty pageant circuit, that would be a good
Oh.
money maker too.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Now this isn't hot fix stones, which is what we sell, but it's still rhinestones. She has a friend selling solid color rhinestone tumblers for $150. Solid color. Okay. There's other ways to do the tumbler where it's not just solid color, but she said a solid color, one color tumbler for $150.
Wow.
Like what Marilyn got right
That's
there.
pretty.
Look at that.
This is rainbow. I hand placed all 2,500 of these stones though.
Oh wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bam. But it's worth it because that's a lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
So they should be paying for that.
And I don't sell those. Takes too many hours.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Ankle ruffler socks for the let's see. Also are being made. A4 brand. Also, they sell them at the Dollar Tree. Demp said, okay,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
I'm gonna have to check
That's
out
good.
that A4. Gymnastics and dance are huge money makers. Yes, they are. I need bling for my Birkenstocks. I know, right? My daughter has Birkenstocks and she loves it. Thank you, Crafty Leo. So yeah, that's the end of the questions, and I done went all the way to 11 o'clock, y'all. And I promise, since I've been here since 6:30, my butt and my back is like, you got 2 more minutes.
And I gotta
Right
run
in
along.
front of this
I gotta
camera.
run along. I gotta call out, so I gotta go help.
Okay.
We'll
Well,
see
thank
you
you for
later.
hanging out. Dimps posted a link to her Marilyn's QR code
Thanks,
video. Thank you, Dimps, for doing that
Thank
again.
you.
DIY with T has a link in the description for her Etsy and for her YouTube. Please subscribe because she's building up her subscribers so that she can do a giveaway. So if you wants to win, you need to get in and go subscribe. And then Laura has a channel. Definitely subscribe to her. And then she also has Etsy where she sells super cute designs. So definitely check her out. And you
Thank
know,
you.
Marilyn has a channel and she has an Etsy shop as well.
Yes.
Also, if you didn't hear me before, the Rhinestone Mechanic is in the house tonight. He did his thug thizzle on designs for us tonight. It's like too many designs. It's crazy. Not too many. Honestly, it's not. But I think it is for the money. Y'all tripping. He tripping. He doing too much for y'all. He just doing team too much. No, I'm just kidding. Go get your designs. Go get your designs. He's doing them for you guys, and he's doing it to give you something to use your rhinestones on. So definitely go check out the Rhinestone Mechanic. The link to our page on his website with your exclusive designs is in the description below. Okay, so definitely check that out. And then it says the bonus designs are $5 for the next 24 hours, and then they go to regular price, but the mystery boxes are always $2. Okay, so thank you everybody for coming. Wait, one more please. How do we masculinate the rhinestones? So what I'm going to suggest to you, Lillian, is check out the Rhinestone Mechanics website because he is a guy in here doing these rhinestone designs for us, and he has a slew full of designs that will work great for the men folks. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite designs that he did, which I think is a masculine design, is this one right here that I did. And you can't tell me a man wouldn't want to wear a tiger, okay?
Right.
Especially
That's
one
cool.
that's blinging as hard as this one. I love this jacket, and it turns heads every time I wear it because it's look
Just look at it.
somebody come and
It's
look at this.
beautiful.
Come look at that.
We got to ring the bell for Sharon Davenport. She showed some support.
Sharon Davenport, thank you so much for this. Yes, honey. Yes. So yeah, check out the Rhinestone Mechanic. Look at her you do you boo shirt. She done snuck in on us
You do
while
you, boo.
I'm talking. I can't even get my stuff cut out. You do you boo. What colors is that, ma'am? I'm gonna have to
So
put it in the
this
chat.
is Labrador around the outside. It's actually the top of it is fuchsia, and the bottom of it, as I turn, you can see there are different colors. The bottom is
Shimmy.
rose AB.
There you
Ooh,
go.
shimmy.
Way to go, Marilyn.
So,
It's beautiful. And that design is in her shop, by the
Yeah.
way. I did see that, so I know it's there.
Mhm.
All right. So thank y'all for hanging out with us. I
Thank
enjoyed every
you.
bit of it,
Yes.
and
Love
I
it.
look forward to blinging with y'all again. Like I said, the buy-in ends next Sunday. You got 7 days to get you an order in on the buy-in, or if you don't want to wait 30 days, you can always go to hotfixfix.store and get your hot fix fixed right away. So
Yes.
appreciate y'all hanging out. Thank you,
Thank
Laura.
you. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
the invite.
DIYOT. And
Thank
thank you,
you.
Marilyn, for
Thanks,
being
Steve.
my co pilots tonight. And for the rest of you guys, we hope to see you again next week. And until the next time we see y'all, what do we want you to have?
Happy
Happy
blinging.
blinging. Have a good night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye, guys.
Should
Thank
I
you.
send them out with the sensualization? I think I should. She had to go, so we're going to sensualize the rest of y'all.
How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty Ice Boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.